At Snow and Ice Management, we know snow, providing economically viable solutions to the problem of snow and ice removal by professionally servicing it and managing it for you. What others perceive as unpredictable, frustrating, and costly can be manageable thanks to Snow and Ice Management Services. Leading a massive fleet of trucks, loaders, and sidewalk crews, we can service everything from condo parking lots to large malls with hundreds of acres of paved surface to plow. Because most property owners and managers look at snowplowing as an occasional nuisance and not a daily maintenance issue, little time, if any, is allocated to finding the most cost-effective way to manage ice and snow removal. That's what we do. After our field staff collects data regarding your site, service providers are signed and trained in our production systems. Additional job site information is gathered using the latest in online property measuring technology to create site maps that are thoroughly reviewed by the service providers. We also demand reports and work logs from all service providers. Our job site documentation ensures that if any lawsuits are brought against the owner, property managers, or Snow and Ice Management, they will be successfully defended. Should you need to contact us during a storm event, our call center operates 24/7 during snow and ice storms, using Crew Tracker software to ensure immediate response. For added quality assurance, unannounced spot checks are made by our production coordinators. After a major storm event or two, the snow can really pile up, causing driving hazards for visitors and costing your tenants lost revenues as parking spaces dwindle. Sometimes this means moving snow piles or stacking to widen out traffic lanes or clear prime parking space areas. When stacking services are not enough, the snow simply has to be removed from the site. Now it's time for a snow haul. Keep Snow and Ice Management in mind for all your snow moving needs. We substantially invest in personnel, materials, and vehicles, including contracted, site-dedicated loaders, skid steers, and plow and salt-spreading trucks. We also provide maintenance support to keep our snow removal equipment performing during a storm event. Working with top snow industry consulting firms, we develop snow removal systems utilizing pushers that produce up to 500% improved efficiency over old-fashioned traditional methods of moving snow. Due to our willingness to invest substantially to ensure quality service, our customers typically agree to contracts based on per push, per event, or seasonal pricing. We also provide multi-year contracts with fixed pricing to help you manage future budget projections. Why then should you use Snow and Ice Management Services?
Chuck's been on this property site, Chuck with Snow and Ice Management, for 14 years. I chose to keep him when I came on board 3 years ago. Waterford Nettlewood has approximately 2.5 miles of sidewalk and open road. I can't say enough nice things or good things about Chuck and his company. They've always come through in a pinch, and they're very time conscious as far as what they get done and how they get it done. We had a major snowstorm along with an ice storm come through. Chuck was on site before I even called him. He had a staff up here, and as the snow got deeper, he just brought in heavier equipment. Our sidewalks and driveways and hillsides were all cleaned up. When most of our traffic areas in and around Carnegie and the Pittsburgh area were closed up. They're very punctual, thorough, and they hit a price range that I can afford. I've had a very good working relationship with Snow and Ice Management, and I plan on continuing that relationship. I highly recommend Snow and Ice Management to anyone in the tri-state area. They're dependable, respectable, responsible, and again, they hit my budget line to a T.
Snow and Ice Management does a great job for American Eagle Outfitters. We were recommended Snow and Ice Management. I contacted Chuck, and then we set up a contract, and now we've been working together for 4 years, and they've done a very good job for me. I don't even have to call anymore. They come down here and they watch the weather, and they take care of my sidewalks. I've explained to Chuck how important it is that our employees have a safe and clean environment to come in and of course visitors and people using our sidewalks. And Chuck has done a good job in doing that for me. That was a priority for us, to have a good company who takes care of all of our facilities and making sure that they're hazardous free during the winter months. During the storm of February 2010, where we received about 2 foot of snow, Snow and Ice Management did a good job of keeping my sidewalks open, accessible to my employees and the visitors and pedestrians in the area. Included in that is our dock area over in our new building of 19 Hot Meadow. I would definitely recommend Snow and Ice Management to anybody in the Pittsburgh or tri-state area.
We started using Snow and Ice Management about 10 years ago when we had our previous snow company that didn't show up, called Snow and Ice Management, and they were there immediately, took care of us, and we had worry-free winters from then on. With 2,500 apartments, it's important to have a company who's reliable, and Snow and Ice Management has been great for us. They provide service for our sidewalks, our common areas, our parking lots, and they're all maintained perfectly throughout the snowstorms. Since Snow and Ice Management took over our snow service, we've had no slip and fall injuries, which are very common in apartment complexes, and they do such a good job with round-the-clock service that you can rely on Snow and Ice Management for all your service needs. Another deciding factor was that they use a product called Magic Salt, which we've all seen on the news, which is non-corrosive to your concrete, doesn't affect your landscaping, and is safe for all your tenants' pets. As a property manager and management company, I would recommend Snow and Ice Management to anybody in the tri-state or greater Pittsburgh area. A great example of this was last February 2010. We had over 24 inches of snow. Our property was buried. Cars had nowhere to park, nobody could get through the roads, and Snow and Ice Management came through with the proper equipment, dug out all of the cars in the roadways, and we were free to go where all of the other surrounding businesses and communities were still buried in the snow. Thank you, Snow and Ice Management, for great service, and we look forward to seeing you again next year.
We know snow and ice control methods, scheduling, record keeping, and how to minimize liability issues. In other words, we know snow.